Yes, attorney.
Okay, Mr. Valencia, can you tell us about the case of Ante versus UP Disciplinary Board? Have you read the case, Mr. Valencia?
I'm sorry, attorney. No.
But I assigned this to you last week. Okay, fine. Tell us, what do you know about the Bill of Rights?
The bill of...
Don't you know your rights, Mr. Valencia?
I'm sorry, attorney. Wasn't able to prepare for it.
That is no excuse. You do not come to my class unprepared. Are you even serious about law school, Mr. Valencia? No response? You're wasting my time. Class dismissed.
Kailangan din, pero nalayan lang kay traffic ito ang tuhod niya. Pero walang hilawan pa.
Yo, kumala ka na eh. Takdahan ka rin son. Lahit lagi ang dagan dito sa tubo.
Bawi naman next time.
Pawis na kita din.
Uy! Hi, man!
Uy, ate.
Sorry, pero nakadulog mo ba? Bad receipt, no?
O ate, si attorney Teng.
Ay, si attorney type. Nakasulit na yung 20 pieces in one class lang, ha?
Ay, kibuha mo.
Lagi doy. Pero sige, laban na good mo kay mo malaman mo gusto. Pero basta ganahan mo, ako'y help na lakatan. Pero kailan magkahapon sa Sigma ko, di ba?
Di ba maternity mo? Di ba masaprat na initiation?
Ito, di ba naman na sila hazing?
Ay, natural lang din na sa mga frat ang blazing. Pero aside ana, dapat ko yung mga tabang sa imo, especially sa imong mga kinahanglan, sa imong mga kisas, sa imong mga digest. Also, makatabang ko na sila din yung financial oil.
Ah, di ay?
Oo! Ay, before I forgot, dahil DIO, dahil sila yung orientation yung mga sa mga bagong recruits. So, ganahan mo ano?
Uy, sure di ka ano eh.
Lagi, murag doy. Pero bro, naman mawala o mapintaan nito eh.
Di mo ko sure. Uy, brag delikado mo ka.
Sige na, doy, mabalik ko ba? Nice mo kung makapintaan niya kay connections ba?
Umanan lang tayo ka ha. Pero kung dili ta ganahan, exit na dayon ha.
Lagi, promise.
Ikaw wala.
Like you, I was struggling to keep up. I was on the verge of giving up. But then, Sigma Co found me. It changed everything. It lifted me higher than I ever imagined. Here, we protect each other. We make each other stronger, better. Join us. Be part of something greater. Join the brotherhood.
Tatadoy, apil ta ha? Sada mo yung connection. Sige na, nakamit ako.
Sige.
Uy, napil mo ba diba?
Oo.
Sigma Go! Sigma Go! Sigma Go! Sigma Go! Sigma Go! Sigma Go!
Welcome to Sigma Co.
You won't regret.
Let's give it up for our new recruits! This is Sigma Co. We value trust above all. You need to show us that you have a mind that can endure, a body that won't falter, and a spirit that can't be broken. Only then can you call yourself one of us. For brotherhood!
For Lord Master!
For what?
For brotherhood!
For who?
For Lord Master!
For Lord Master! Let's begin. 100 push-ups!
Pick it up! Go,
Well done! I'm truly surprised you made it this far. But there's one more thing. Just 10 and you're in.
Hoy! Ikaw! Sipapukan mo! Papreso na mo!
Di mamagod ko. Usala na.
I think someone is missing.
Yes ma'am. One student is not with us today.
Si Mateo, what ito?
Did he receive the summons?
Yes ma'am, I will serve to him personally.
I see. Please confirm to let the record show that the notice was served. Contact him again for the last time, and if he doesn't answer, we have no choice but to continue with the briefing.
Not responsive ma'am.
I see. Well, regardless, the proceedings will continue with or without him. The matter on his absence will be a discussion for later. For now, I hereby call this preliminary inquiry in order.
After hearing all sides, accounting for all significant information, and addressing all questions, the Student Disciplinary Board will now read its findings to the complaint against Lord Master Neil De Jesus and all Sigma Chi fraternity members in relation to the alleged hazing rights perpetrated against the deceased Joshua Guzman.
By the virtue vested in me as the Student Disciplinary Board Chairperson, the Board found prima facie evidence that Neil De Jesus, Mateo Valencia, and other fraternity members of Sigma Chi are present and directly involved in the hazing and death of Joshua Guzman.
Saan naman ako ni attorney? Gitawag-tawag naman ko sa SDB. I'm innocent.
Mr. Valencia, please calm down.
Attorney, gi-appeal na magkukuha ni attorney. Wala mo gilabot sa initiation. Si Lord Master, siya ang hazing. Wala ko nag-appeal sa hazing attorney. Biktima ming Joshua ato attorney. Ano naman kung na-appeal rin sa mga pasanginlan?
I understand you, Mr. Valencia, but I'm informed as well that the STB already made a preliminary investigation against you and that they found prima facie evidence that you were also there during the hazing.
Attorney, kapataka na maguna sila, attorney. Nibasa ko sa rules and regulations on student councils and discipline, and based on that, attorney, ilang determination taman ra sa sufficiency of complaint or report. Ano man aron nga dinideclare na sila prima facie evidence of hazing and appeal ko sa na-blame. Attorney, wala sila right to declare that, attorney. That's unconstitutional.
Your Honor,
The action of the Student Disciplinary Board infringed on the constitutional right of Mr. Valencia to due process. Section 8 of the Rules and Regulations on Student Council and Discipline states that the function of a preliminary inquiry is merely to determine the sufficiency of a report or complaint against a Harvard-Darrow University student. The Student Disciplinary Board's action, therefore, prejudged Mr. Valencia. Based on the evidence that we have presented, it will effectively shift the burden of proof to him. Therefore, it is right and legal for Mr. Valencia to be presumed innocent.
Applying the ruling in the case of Ante versus University of the Philippines Student Disciplinary Tribunal and University of the Philippines to the case at bar, this court fails to see any violation of the complainant's right to due process when formal proceedings are only yet to begin. The Student Disciplinary Board is in fact asking Mateo to participate in the very essence of due process. But the latter stubbornly refused to do so and instead resorts to procedural methods or devices meant to only stall or avoid the proceedings. This court hereby affirms the actions of the Student Disciplinary Board. Wherefore, the petition is hereby dismissed.
We, the Student Disciplinary Board, sufficiently and reliably determine that there is a prima facie evidence that all the accused were present during the hazing of Joshua Guzman. This board sees it appropriate to file criminal charges on all of the accused in pursuit of Section 14, Paragraph 4 of the Anti-Hazing Law. Any objections? If none, then this session is adjourned.
Mr. Valencia, I'm very sorry that the court ruled against our bill.
Attorney Tabahay ko, attorney, nag-file sila criminal complaint against me, attorney. I'm accused of hazing. Attorney, nagbasa ko sa balaod din yun dito nga akong presence lang sa hazing, attorney, kaya meron akong nag-guilty. Sakto ba na, attorney? Usan ako na-accused sa pagpatay? Pero man nag-bill of attainder, attorney. That is against my rights. Bawal man ang bill of attainder. If the law says I'm guilty without trial, I challenge the law myself.
Your Honor, the prosecution contends that my client is a co-principal in the death of the victim under Section 14, Paragraph 4 of the Anti-Hazing Law. This provision is a bill of attainder because it imposes punishment without judicial trial by attributing criminal liability based solely on association. Under this provision, mere presence at a hazing event constitutes prima facie evidence of participation unless proven to have prevented or to have promptly reported the punishable acts to law enforcement authorities, if they can, without peril to their person or their family. Against this, my client challenges that this law paints him as a guilty party absent proper judicial proceeding. Thus, Section 14 should be struck down as unconstitutional.
Applying the ruling of this court in the case of Fuertes versus Senate of the Philippines, and I quote, finding of prima facie evidence does not shatter the presumptive innocence the accused enjoys because before prima facie even arises, certain facts have still to be proved. The trial court cannot depend alone on such evidence because precisely it is merely prima facie. It must still satisfy that the accused is guilty beyond reasonable doubt of the offense charged. Neither can it rely on the weak defense the latter may adduce. The assault provision is not unconstitutional because it merely establishes a rebuttable presumption, and Mateo was never in any way punished without judicial proceeding. Wherefore, the petition is dismissed for lack of merit. Let copies be furnished to the Director General of the National Bureau of Investigation and the Director General of the Philippine National Police. The trial court judge is likewise directed to issue such other and further orders to take all the accused into custody and hasten the proceedings in criminal case number 2025-123. This decision shall be immediately executory. So ordered. Salutations, everyone. Calling for the case of People of the Republic of the Philippines versus Mateo Valencia. Are both sides ready?
Ready for the people, Your Honor.
Ready for the defense, Your Honor.
Let the trial begin.